One tap, one unfollow, and $1 billion marriage suddenly looks like it's cracking. Hours after Hailey Bieber's skincare line officially vaulted past the $1 billion mark, Justin did the unthinkable. He unfollowed his own wife, then vanished behind a string of bitter stories and passive-aggressive captions. No statement, no interview. Just a silent digital slap felt around the world. Is this jealousy? A bruised ego? Or the first move in a power struggle that's been brewing behind their picture-perfect Instagram feed? On one side, Hailey Vogue, cover star, billion-dollar CEO, glowing in every headline. On the other, Justin pop icon, financial rumors swirling, and suddenly, apparently sidelined in his own household. Tonight we're dissecting every cryptic lyric, every deleted story, and the leaked voice notes insiders swear are real. Because if that unfollow was Justin's silent declaration of war, how far is he willing to go, and what does it cost when love collides with a billion-dollar brand? Hit subscribe, grab a seat, and keep your phone handy because you'll want to double-check those receipts as we go. By the end, you decide real marital fracture or the most calculated PR experiment Hollywood's ever pulled. Hailey's rise wasn't accidental. Back in June 2022, she launched her skincare brand, rode a clean, aesthetic-forward line that caught fire on TikTok and sold out within days. 3 years later, she wasn't just another celebrity with a vanity product. She was a legitimate business mogul. In May 2025, it became official. e.l.f. Beauty acquired a major stake in, rode in a deal reportedly worth $1 billion. Beauty influencers called it genius. Retail experts said it was rare. Fans? They were stunned. And then came the Vogue cover. On May 21st, Hailey appeared solo on the front of Vogue, not as Justin Bieber's wife, but as a next-gen entrepreneur redefining celebrity business. Headlines were glowing. The lighting? Flawless. The vibe? Unapologetic. And while the world was celebrating Hailey, Justin was scrolling and posting. Right after the Vogue spread dropped, Justin shared an Instagram story that seemed light at first. Haha, remember that fight? I told you you'd never make it to a Vogue cover. Yeah, I was wrong. Some fans thought it was playful. Others, not so much. One tweet summed it up. Why can't Justin just say congrats without dragging up old drama? A few hours later, that story vanished. In its place, a quote from Beyonce. She looks at me for me. Random? Emotional? Bitterness in disguise? No one could quite figure it out. But then came Mother's Day. May 2025 marked Hailey's first Mother's Day, a huge milestone after baby Jack Blues arrived earlier that year. Fans waited for the tribute, a heartfelt post, a cute family photo. Instead, Justin posted this. Mother's Day sucked. It's all just a performance. Then the next day, if I have to do something to be loved, that ain't love. People were stunned. A user claiming to be close to Hailey's stylist posted on X that she cried the entire night after seeing the post, but still had to smile for the cameras the next morning. #Hailey deserves better started trending across TikTok and Twitter, and the fan theories started pouring in. Was Justin feeling insecure? Overshadowed? Or worse, resentful? While Hailey stood in boardrooms closing billion-dollar deals, Justin's next headline wasn't quite as glamorous. A financial report leaked just weeks after the road sale exposed that Justin had sold his entire music catalog in late 2022 for $200 million. That might sound like a win, until experts called the price shockingly low considering his streaming numbers and legacy. Then, a viral TikTok claimed Justin's former management had quietly siphoned off millions behind his back. According to the rumor, a private audit uncovered shady financial moves dating back to 2021. And Justin had allegedly been dealing with heavy debt ever since. And while Hailey's billion-dollar move was keeping their household secure, Justin's fans started asking a tough question. Could jealousy be creeping in? Some insiders claimed he accused Hailey of focusing too much on her brand and not protecting his legacy. Others said he felt replaced financially, emotionally, and publicly. Then came the leaked voice message. Unverified but everywhere a clip. surfaced from what fans believe was a private group chat between Justin and his friends. In it, a voice that sounded like Justin said, "Her whole brand sounds fake. She talks like it's all a performance. Road wouldn't be anywhere near $1 billion if it wasn't for me." The voice ends with a line that made even his defenders pause. "She needed me to matter. Now she acts like I was never there." Some fans were furious. Others didn't know what to believe. Was it real? Edited? Taken out of context? Still, the damage was done. #Hailey deserves better picked up steam. Comments flooded in. "He's dragging her because he's bitter. She built something huge and now he can't stand not being the star." Justin eventually responded, not with clarity, but with another cryptic caption: "Telling someone what they deserve is like raising someone else's kid. God decides who's worthy." Some saw it as poetic. Most saw it as deflection. One fan tweeted what thousands were thinking: "Funny how Justin stayed silent when Hailey was getting dragged online for years. But now that he's under fire, he suddenly finds his voice." As the backlash grew louder, Justin's response wasn't an apology. It wasn't clarity. It was more cryptic stories, like emotional grenades. "I'll never be like y'all. You got nothing I want. You can point out my flaws, but maybe look at your own too. Tired of transactional relationships. If I gotta do something to be loved, that ain't love." Each line hit harder than the last. Each post felt more personal, more aimed. Fans started asking the uncomfortable question: is Justin shading his own wife? Some said he was just venting, that he's human, emotional, sensitive. Others said it was manipulative, calculated, maybe even cruel. And the pattern kept repeating. Even as #Hailey deserves better trended, even as her brand was being celebrated, the attention kept shifting back to him. Instead of headlines about her $1 billion win, the world was talking about his pain, his posts, his silence, his captions. The irony? The spotlight he claims to hate is the one he keeps pulling back onto himself. But then, fans noticed something even darker. A throwback clip from 2009 resurfaced. It showed 15-year-old Justin Bieber, wide-eyed and still new to fame, spending 2 full days inside Diddy's house. Why is this relevant now? Because Diddy, once a powerhouse, is now facing serious allegations: exploitation, abuse, and manipulation of young artists. And suddenly, people began wondering, what really happened to Justin Bieber behind closed doors? Did the industry that made him also damage him? Rumors swirled. Trauma, control, suppressed history. And the question became bigger than just a marriage. Is Justin spiraling because of Hailey? Or because of everything he's been carrying since he was a teenager? Some compared him to Britney Spears, another young star broken under pressure. Others said he's more like Kanye, lost in fame, desperate for control, and fighting ghosts the public can't see. But just when it felt like the marriage was imploding, something unbelievable happened. On June 14, 2025, the same week the unfollow went viral, the posts went dark and the leaks took over the internet. Justin and Hailey dropped an official trailer, a documentary, titled Bieber Real. In it, Justin smiles straight into the camera and says, "We had the whole world thinking we were headed for divorce, didn't we?" Hailey adds with a laugh, "Sometimes you gotta play the media game to tell the real story." Wait, what? Turns out the unfollow wasn't a meltdown. The bitter captions, not accidental. Even the leaked voice note, the financial rumors, the awkward red carpet moments, all part of something much bigger. Because according to a source close to the couple, none of this was random. Justin and Hailey had reportedly been working with top US social media agencies since early 2024 on something bold, a global media experiment. Their mission? To see if the celebrity couple could control the entire internet's perception of their marriage, using nothing but cryptic posts, subtle drama, and well-timed tension. Every post, every leak, every shady caption, scripted. Even the silence? Planned. Why? Because in a world addicted to clicks, chaos spreads faster than truth. And if you can make the world think you're falling apart, imagine how powerful it is when you suddenly reclaim the story. It wasn't a breakdown. It was a rollout. In the final scene of the trailer, Justin looks straight into the lens and says, "They wanted drama. We gave them drama. But this time, we were the ones writing the script." And just like that, fans everywhere froze. Was this whole saga real? Was it manipulation? Were we played? Or were they just finally taking back control of their own narrative? Because if this was all for clicks, it worked. But if this was real pain repackaged as content, that's a whole different story. So what does it say about us? That we're drawn to destruction? That we root harder for breakups than for healing? That we'd rather watch a marriage fall apart than quietly survive? Or maybe it says we still don't know how to tell the difference between authenticity and performance when fame blurs the line.